Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to the Adams Brothers Podcast. This is a pop-up podcast. Come on in the room, everyone. I'm going to chop it up a little bit on this beautiful Monday, April 14th, 2025. Again, we like to welcome everyone one more time for joining us on this podcast. Hopefully everyone has had a great weekend. I know we had a great weekend this week, a very fun-filled weekend. Everybody come on in the room. And be sure to gift our podcast via Zelle and Cash App. It's in the ticker. The Cash App is $ Adams Brothers Podcast. Zelle Adams Brothers Podcast at gmail.com. Come on in the room, everyone.
Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Let's chop it up. It's a pop-up podcast here with the Adams Brothers. Come on in the room. What's up? It's a Monday evening here in beautiful sunny South Florida. Thank you for watching out there in YouTube and Facebook land. We just got off a good interview with
Asante
Kwaku Maroon, aka Andre Lewis from Deerfield Beach, Florida. And he expressed his opinion, and I respect any man's opinion. We don't try to censor anybody on here as long as they're not doing no hard down cussing and using racist words or anything. We don't do any censoring here. So thank you, Kwaku, for your insight on Ghana. And all the people out there that said you needed all those shots to go to Africa. He quelled that rumor right then and there. He just said you need one shot. I think he said that's yellow fever. Yellow fever. Like that. You only need one shot to go to Ghana, Africa, and that's the yellow fever shot. So all those rumors about you got to get 10 or 11 different shots to go to Ghana, Africa, the man just told you just now that is not true. Okay, so just absolutely not true. You can't believe what everything people say, and
he made that clear about the media, about not believing everything about Africa that you see in the media. He made that very clear.
Yes, he did. So a lot of times people can go on Google and they, well, that's what Google said. I Googled it. I'm telling you, it's right here. The man just told you only need one shot. That's the yellow fever shot to go to Ghana, Africa. Okay, so, and he's inviting people to come to Africa. He was like, a lot of people fly over Africa to go to Dubai.
And other places.
And Bangkok, Thailand, and all these other places. I know I have a friend right now in Vietnam, Cambodia.
Yeah.
Go all over Africa. Stop in to Africa. He's saying stop in and see for yourself. Said the food is so much better. It's organic. He grew all his pineapple, his mangoes, his corn, his bananas, everything right there on his land. Now, he everything is organic, man. So,
and I saw in the comments on our interview with Kwaku, I saw one of our viewers and church members, Daryl Wilson, said, I think he was in Mombasa.
Yeah,
I believe that's what he said on there while in the Marines, and he was saying that it was very nice there.
Mhm.
It was a great experience
Right.
there.
I
So
saw him put that comment
Yeah.
in there. Yeah.
yeah, Mombasa when he was in the Marines. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was like I said, I saw him he was on one of his videos and he had some 100% African shea butter. And he was rubbing it on his arms, and that stuff was so rich and pure. I was like, oh man, I gotta have some of that, because you know us black people, when we get out the shower, we be all ashy, and we got to go put on Kerry lotion and Jergens and baby oil and just anything short of grease to get our bodies back, more moisturized and everything. So
And you
I
have to
saw
keep
him.
your skin moisturized anyway.
Yeah. And I saw him with this. This come from Africa, fresh from Africa, 100%
Shea butter.
Shea butter. And I got it, man. I've been using it every single day, man. And I tell you, I have these little white spots on my leg. My mother has them. A lot of people in my family has them. And I've been rubbing it all on my legs and everything. And I could actually see the spots darkening up. And I went to the dermatologist and they told me that they said nothing you can do about it. You just got to stay out of the sun. Well, I've been using this 100% African shea butter from Ghana, Africa, man. And I tell you, I could see some changes slowly, but they're changing. Okay, so if you want to get some of this 100% shea butter, it's a big jar, and he sent it to me for $40. You can't get this over in the States pure like this here for $40, right off of the trees there, on his property, made fresh right on his property. So in fact, let me just I can show you a little bit of it right now. It's so rich, and I just put just a little bit on my finger. Look at that, just a little bit on my finger, and I'm gonna rub it on my arm right here, and you can see just how rich it is.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
You can see it shining.
See the shine right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it. It has your skin shining already.
Yeah, and I use it on my hands. It barely has a smell. You can smell the shea butter. It's really good, pure stuff, man. And I hide this because I don't want nobody using it but me. Yeah. So
yeah, well, when you pay that much money,
for $40. I mean, this is a big jar. This will last me.
That'll last a long while.
It's 8 months, and then I'll have him send 2 of them the next time I order.
Yeah.
And I may just order in bulk because that helps him out too as well. They make him a little small profit off of it, I don't care how much he make off of it. I'm still going to support him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need to do as black people. We need to get more into helping us along instead of criticizing black people.
Helping the businesses support businesses.
Patronize black businesses more. We patronize Walmart and Target, some of y'all call it Target. We patronize all these other restaurants, but then you have black-owned businesses, and you won't even patronize them because you dated the same dude or you dated the same woman, and you're mad at this person because you dated the same person, and you still got beef because y'all had an argument 35, 40 years ago. Man, drop all of that drama, man. Drop envy,
that. Jealousy, and all that.
And it's embedded in our community, especially here in District 2 in the black community here, man. We just hear so many people downing other black people here in this community. It's just in their DNA, As much as me and my brother try to do good behind these microphones and in the community, we do most of the things that we do. It's behind the scene. You all don't even know about it. You all just see us in front of these microphones and what we're doing here. You all don't see. You only see a small fraction of what we do here. If you have actually, can actually see exactly what we're doing, you'll be very impressed. And we're not even trying to take all the credit for it, unlike what some people say out there. We're just showboating, this and that. from the main in front
We're
of the
not doing it from our hearts.
We're not doing it from our hearts.
We're looking for fame.
We're looking for fame. Yeah, we're looking for fame.
That's the most ridiculous.
Who wouldn't want
thing.
fame? I mean, okay, answer me that question. If you were Shannon Sharp or the Breakfast Club, and you had a top podcast, wouldn't you want the fame? Now sit here and tell me you wouldn't. I would call you a lie. You're a liar.
Who's going to come here and give the information that we give?
Nobody.
And try to bring people on our podcast that can provide good information for the community. Who was doing that before?
Nobody.
I mean, that's what I'm asking.
Nobody.
Because for someone to go say you're looking for fame, that's an idiotic statement. But you know what? That's that loser mentality. And when you have that loser mentality, you'll think like that. And that's just it. All that talk. I mean, when you hear it, it rattles you for a moment, but once you really do think about it, you really shouldn't even dwell on it, because
we laugh about it.
It will, that's how a lot of things are not done here, because people get frustrated when people out trying to do something, and you got people sitting on the sideline, don't do anything in their community, don't offer anything. And those are the people that talk the loudest here, in criticizing someone. And it's not just us. I mean, we don't really hear it that much. And if we did, it doesn't matter, because you're not gonna shut us down. So any type of criticism, it's just gonna make us stronger. If y'all ain't broke us by now, and we gonna had people trying to break us from people that work with us now. So if we haven't been broken by now, it's not gonna happen. Only one gonna allow it to happen is God. So I mean, we don't worry about that. We're gonna keep working for the community. We know what
we can't be broke.
We know
broken.
We know what we're trying to do here. We're bringing vital information to the community, and that's what we're gonna continue to do.
And a lot of people are just I don't say a lot of people. Some people. It just boils down to jealousy. That's all it boils down to. Okay. And we hear the smart comments. People call us and tell us here, about what this person said and what that person said.
Don't bother me.
But you know what?
Doesn't bother me.
We have broad shoulders, and we really don't give a damn what people say about us.
I'm gonna keep on keeping on. We're gonna keep on keeping on. So whatever they have to say about fame, and we're not doing it for the community. Go and ask anyone. Go ask someone we gonna help. I tell you that much.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is in every community, and we talk to people within communities in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Boynton, and they tell us the same thing. It's that same loser mentality. And you know what? Sometimes the community get used to that loser mentality and just trying to tear everyone else down. And that's just the mentality that they have. But everyone out there doing the work and trying to make our communities around the United States and Florida a better place. Don't get discouraged. Don't ever let people discourage. Those same people that you see right now, they're saying some of the same. They try to break a church. If you ever notice, you be in the church, you see people sometimes will try to tear a church down. So if they try to tear a church down, the Adams Brothers podcast definitely don't think that we're immune from this. And they'll try to tear other institutions down. So no one is amazed by this. I'm not. It doesn't bother me. Like I say, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep bringing you good guests from across the country, not just here in Deerfield and Broward County. We're going to bring you guests from Palm Beach County, everywhere. I mean, you go and look. Some of the people that we had on our podcast, we're going to have prosecutors in the past. We had the sheriff of Broward County. We had the Broward County state attorney.
Commissioners, mayors.
We had a former director, Ramirez, down in Miami, when he was the director before they changed it to the sheriff. We had people like that on our podcast. We had even congressional candidates here, Congresswoman Sheffield, I think.
Sheila McCormick.
We had her on our podcast. To sit here and say that we're not making an impact is crazy. But if you think like that, if that's what you think, that we're just doing it But doing it for what? What do we get out of this? We get a donation every now and then. So how are we doing anything for fame? I mean, come on, folks. Y'all, don't have that loser mentality here in Deerfield Beach. We bigger than that here. We bigger than that here. And,
Unique Black said, "Misery loves company. Don't give life to dead situations."
Exactly.
Well said.
A lot of them were jealous because they put my dad's name on the building out there.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. We heard some comments. Not like I say, people smile. They smile like they say in that song. They smile in your face all the while they trying to take your place. The backstabbers. That's what you have right here in all our communities. In Deerfield, Pompano, Delray, Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, all across the country. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers.
But you know what? You finished?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what's funny? All the issues that get addressed on here would never get addressed anywhere else. I remember when look how many issues we have addressed. Look how many people we have brought on here that brought a lot of things here to light. I mean, no one else was doing that. No one else was doing what we were doing before. No one. And no one else was doing it. So, but as I said before, my mom told us here. She told us here months ago. She said, I see y'all getting a lot of, she said, people come up to us in the street and tell us about y'all and how would they like what y'all doing. My mom looked us right in the face. She said, all before, she said, they might have been saying something about you here. She said, what? She said, watch the jealousy and the envy start coming. And she was right. But like Daryl always say, we got broad shoulders. So I swear to God, it doesn't bother me. Trust me what I'm saying. It doesn't bother me. It's just that when you got a bunch of people with a loser mentality that does nothing, offer nothing in their community. I mean, what do they offer? All they do is sit on social media and have a lot of wants and needs, but the police can go kill someone today. All those people that's running their mouth will not go up to City Hall and not say one thing or will not even challenge the people in their community. They'll just sit on social media running their mouth. But at least if something like that happened here, we're going to offer a venue for people to come and at least talk about it and explain themselves.
And bring the sheriff on here
something
too.
That never, exactly.
Bring the sheriff.
And bring the sheriff on here if we feel that
the district chief
is warranted.
And the district chief,
and
whoever.
Chief.
We hope nothing like that never happens here, but if that happens, we know we're gonna be right here. We're gonna have our feet on the ground.
Yeah,
just like boots on the ground.
Yeah.
So look, we got broad shoulders. What some people say out there to us, that doesn't matter. So that's how it is.
And I know the foolishness gonna continue again, because in 2027, next year, around next September, I'm running for a commissioner. So, hey, bring it on. I'm ready for all y'all, because you don't have nothing on me. I mean, I haven't been to jail, haven't done anything wrong around here. So, I mean, what y'all gonna say then? What you gonna say?
Bring up something about a girl.
You tried to y'all, especially some of the employees out there at Deerfield. They was talking all that noise here when we first retired. There was envy. They were so upset and jealous that we retired. They thought that was gonna break us. Look what happened there. Nothing happened there. And now we start a podcast up and people still be like talking, taking little shots in the little comment section. And when we responded to those ones taking the little shots in the comment section, then I know they started talking. You seen some of them disappear off here. You haven't seen some of them on here no more, because we said we're not going to allow you to come on here and take shots. If you want to come on here, if you want to call in, be a man or a woman, but we're not going to let you take shots in the comments at people. That's all. And a lot of people got upset about that. We offer a safe
not a lot of people,
here.
just a few.
Just a few. I take that back. Just a few. That was just talking, but a few people got upset with that. Call in. I mean, we offer a safe space here for everyone to call. And last week we talked about the police here with the little boy. And we asked people to call in because we saw everyone so upset on Facebook saying this person need to be fired and that. But we offered people to call in and express themselves, and they won't. So one thing about me, I'm not afraid to tackle no issue with no politician in this city right now. When I spoke Saturday, I spoke about when they named the building after my father, and I spoke about how me and former Mayor Bill Gans had a heated discussion in the hallway at City Hall. We went outside, talked about it like men do, like men should do. And we went out there and talked about it, and the mayor, and I asked him about naming the building after my dad. Now, the mayor could have said no. He could have said no because we had just got out of a heated argument. Most people would probably say I would not have asked him, but no, I asked him right then. He was either going to tell me yay or either he was going to tell me no. But to his credit, he told me yes. So what I'm saying again is that tell you we can disagree with each other civilly. We don't have to pull knives. We don't have to pull guns to settle a dispute. We could talk civilly like human beings do. And we can still get things accomplished here in this city. So that was, as I said Saturday, that was a teachable moment for me. And I hope for everyone that just because you disagree with someone politically, that doesn't make them your enemy. Okay? And you don't have to demonize that person because of it. Issues gonna come up where a lot of times we all gonna be on different sides of the issue. And that's just life. That's just how it goes. So, but that don't mean that we can't move on as a community just because we disagree about an issue. That doesn't mean we can't continue on for the betterment of our city. That's how life works.
And we like to thank our family that came down, traveled, commuted down from Michigan and Connecticut, Miami, and all over Deerfield Beach and the South Florida area to witness our dad the building dedication for our dad on Saturday. Our whole family was out there, and so many people that our dad promoted and employed were managed and supervised. I saw some guys, Big Bill Lindsley that we work with out there, city of Deerfield. He showed up, man. Real nice guy, man. They all came out, man.
Ricky Reed
got up and spoke. Big Cornelius Riley, Tony Sands. He had an outstanding speech.
Yes.
Tony Sands, Reverend Nathaniel Knowles, Reverend Dr. Nathaniel Knowles, always bring it home.
Yep.
It's hard to come behind him, so you got to put him last because you can't beat him. You can't beat him behind that microphone.
Yeah.
So I love to hear Dr. Knowles talk. Yeah. And speak. He's a great speaker. And it shows. So thank you to all that,
and the city staff, everyone that contributed to putting that together on Saturday. Congratulations and thank you for everyone, and for everyone that came out there. Thank you. We see you, Unique Black. We saw you out there. Thanks everyone for coming. Everyone that came out there and participated. It was a nice, beautiful Saturday morning. The weather was nice. I mean, even standing in the sun, the weather was
perfect day.
It was a perfect day. So my dad was glad and he was satisfied, and that's what counts. That's what counts. We saw everyone, and we appreciate, like I say, everyone that came. And like Daryl said, all our we have family members come from Arizona, from Michigan, from Connecticut, from Georgia. So we had family members come from everywhere,
all over the place. Carolina, North Carolina.
That's right.
They were here.
We had family from everywhere, and like I say, my dad enjoyed every moment. He was overwhelmed. Him and my mom, both of them enjoyed everything. So it was nice. I mean,
thank you to the people that came and to the people that didn't come. Thank you as well. We're not mad if you didn't come. If you expect somebody in our family, the Adams family, to be upset because you didn't come, you're not hurting us. We thank you. Anyway, maybe you couldn't make it, but for those that came, thank you very much, and we really appreciate you coming out, sharing that memorable moment with our dad
and stories from the speakers.
Yeah.
Some of the stories like from Ricky Reed. Everybody remember Ricky Reed from grew up here in Deerfield, grew up in Alwas. Rick was a Deerfield Beach Police back in the 80s.
Yes, he was.
And he got out of law enforcement for a little while. He came back to the city, started working over at the Focal Point, then eventually came over to ground maintenance, worked his way up, and he was my dad's assistant as one of the ground maintenance manager. And then also Rick is a policeman. He's been a policeman for over
40
years now.
No,
at Sunrise.
He's had his certification since he was in.
No, I'm saying how long has he been?
Oh, I don't know how he's been there. Over 20 something.
At least 25, 27 years at Sunrise. So a lot of people don't ever judge a book by a cover, people, because a lot of people saw Rick up there speaking, and it would never come to them that he's a police officer down in Sunrise.
Active law enforcement officer.
He leaves his job up in Boca and he goes right down and works as a policeman. And I always respected Rick. Like Daryl said, all the speakers that got up and spoke, Tony Sands to Reverend Knowles to Cornelius Riley, Ricky Reed, to everyone. I just want to thank everyone. Again, I want to thank the city staff for putting that event on, and it was great. It was a great weekend for the Adams family.
I just got a text message here. I'm not going to reveal who the person is, but they're watching right now. They said, I'm listening right now. Had to say this. Galatians 1:10, my brothers. Remember, we're not here to seek the approval of man, but of God. You don't owe anyone an explanation.
Right.
The 4 agreements of conjugative reframing were game changers for me in this area.
Mm-hmm.
You both are genuine, purpose-driven souls. Stay focused on the mission and the vision. God sees and knows your heart.
Yep.
I would have been there, but I was in bed sick all weekend. I'm so sorry to hear that. Our friend, if you ever need anything, you have our number. You could call us
anytime.
We'll be right there. But thank you for that. We just the devil comes in all shapes, forms, sizes, and fashions, and those are the devil's men and women, workers of the devil, that the devil sends to attack us sometimes, because don't know the reason why. Anybody that knows us, we're always nice and courteous and polite to everybody.
Like she said, you don't owe no explanation.
We don't owe explanation to anybody. So, and we're going to leave it just like that. Well said to the person that sent me that text. Thank you. We love everything that you do.
That's right.
And we support you wholeheartedly. So thank you for what you do. And we look forward to working with you.
Sometimes you have to get off a little frustration sometimes, but
gets a little, sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming when you're trying to do good and people are constantly trying to say something negative about you.
But we see it all the time, Daryl, don't we?
Oh, yeah, we are.
Other cities, we see it in other cities, and those people always, we encourage them, and they always encourage us too. They just tell you, just like that text said, you have to stay focused. Don't worry about what's on the next person's plate. Yeah. Just worry about what's on your plate. And that's why I said again that, the negative stuff, you're not going to be able to stop that. And if you get too entrenched, it'll go to bothering you, and it'll make you sometimes, it'll take you focused off your original mission is to keep the people here informed of what's going on here.
And that's all we care about.
And other places.
That's all we care about. And that's all we're ever going to care about. So thank you for everybody that came out. and supported us. And we enjoyed our family. We went out to dinner together. We went after the ceremony, went out to dinner.
Yes, we did.
We
have
sat
an
in the
awesome
backyard and fellowship and talked and laughed and took pictures and made videos. And
yes, we did. We had an awesome time.
It wore us out, you know. And I had my grandkids, and you know, and they were here, and my daughter was here, and we all had a good time. And everybody was tired. And then we got back up with the church on Sunday, and then we got together again after church. And we had food prepared. We ate food and did it all over again. You know, took pictures and just had a good time with family. Up
and
until
my mom
late
and dad
last night.
were satisfied,
and our parents were satisfied. You know, everybody was happy. I'm happy to see everybody there at the house, and it wasn't at a funeral.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I always say get together on your terms and not on. No, let me start over. Always get together on your terms, because if you don't get together on your terms, God will bring you together on his terms, and that's usually at a funeral. So these families get together, and I enjoy my family. A lot of them are going back home today. Wish them safe travels back home.
Yes, some of them
God
should be getting back
pilot.
there, right? Getting ready to get there.
Right.
Land soon in different places, Arizona,
Right.
Michigan, Connecticut here soon. So it was good seeing it.
And tell Wayne, I'm gonna let you tell a story about one of our friends that is dealing with dementia right now. And the person, not gonna call a name or anything, but the person is dealing with dementia, and I'm gonna let my brother tell the story because it's his story to tell. And nobody could tell it better than him. So go ahead and tell him the story there. And now we're actively trying to find this person some help for the dementia and early stages of Alzheimer's. But go ahead.
Yeah, and we see a lot of that going on around right now. I mean, I don't know what it is. I really think someone needs to really, really do a study, because I see too many. For one, young people are getting dementia now. I'm talking about people, and I say young because 55, 56, 60 is still young in my opinion, getting dementia. And, you know, I see it happen. But what Daryl's talking about, Saturday morning, probably around about 4 something in the morning, someone came and knocked on my door. I heard them knocking. I'm looking at them on the camera, and one of my relatives were here. Actually, she's a police chief. She's the first Black police chief for the University of Michigan. So she was here. So she went into her police mode, and she was calling me cuz. So I got up. I was already looking at the door. I saw that when the person came up, my alarms out there went up. So when they walked in the yard, it went up. So I came there, and the person told me, say, you know, they say, Wayne, I can't find my wife. I can't find my wife anywhere. My wife is not in the house, and I got a whole bunch of people in my house. So I knew that person had been dealing with, you know, dementia. I saw it for myself, and it was sad when I did see it, because I mean, before that person talked with me, and I had no idea that was going on until I talked to someone else had told me. So I went to the person's house. They knew enough to find my house from around the corner, and I went to the person's house. And when I went in, I looked in the house, because I mean, they told me to call the police, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna call the police, because if something tell me, if I go around there, which I expected to go around there, and I was gonna see that it was nothing, that who knows, the police would have came around there, because that person was saying that there's a lot of people in the house, and I don't know where they come from. So that person was saying to call the police, call the police. I mean, they were very upset and frantic. So I grabbed my firearm and just put it on me put my shirt down and put it on me just to be sure, because when the person came, I knew something was wrong, but I just wanted to go and check. And so when I got to the person's house, I went in the person's house, I looked with my flashlight, and I called for that person's significant other, and they didn't answer, but I they let me in the house, and I'm trying to be as vague as I can with this. So I'll just look in the person's house, because I knew that person was having a episode, and even though they still was telling me to call the police, I know I wasn't going to call it, because the police probably would have came over there and shot that person and the wife mistakenly, because I mean, to see that person, you would think someone is actually in the house if they didn't know the information that I knew. So there's no way I was gonna call the police. And but the person's significant other woke up, and so I knew right up off the bat right then that dementia had kicked in.
And you didn't see anybody in the house. I didn't
see anyone in the house, but I knew from just previously talking with that person, because I really found out I took them, their vehicle had broke down, and they for some reason though, that person can find my house. And I thank God that they came to me first without coming to someone else.
Remembers your name as well.
And remember my name. And they came to my house, and each time they always came to my house. And I don't get mad about it, because I'm just glad that and the person is elderly. Both them and their wife is elderly. So I'm just glad that I was able to go and assist them. But the first time that I saw that person, their vehicle had broke down, and I went over there with them to try. I thought that I can help them, and I couldn't help them. So they put the groceries in my vehicle, and the person stayed with the wife stayed with the vehicle. So that person came back with me, and I knew something was wrong. I'm like, wait a minute now. Why didn't that person stay in? So when I get home, we take the groceries out. I took the groceries in the house for them. And when I took the groceries in the house, the person went in the house and started bringing the groceries back out the house, putting them back in my vehicle. And then that person went to their neighbors around the corner and asked them to take them where I had just previously took them. So I was able to see the signs, and I was just glad that I was able to help that person there. But I don't know what it is, but we have a lot of people in our community now that's suffering from dementia. I see a lot of people in their 50s suffering from dementia and mental. Let me tell y'all something. Mental health crisis is real.
It's real.
I'm telling y'all, like never before. Maybe I didn't see it before, but I see it now. And we need to get some avenues here. We need to get some resources here. And I remember Miss Jamara Terra Portier was on last week, and she was saying that some people supposed to have resources, but I think more than ever we need to get those. We need to get resources here in Deerfield Beach, because like I say again, I don't know if it's the food or the water or what's going on here. I just ask everyone, y'all eat healthy, because something going on, and I really think that it's a study needs to be done on that.
We eat. And I'm gonna hop in here now. I took it upon myself today on my lunch break to make a call, and I started with my city, the city of Deerfield Beach. And I called over to the Breakaway Center for Active Aging, and I spoke to a lady over there, and I asked the lady, do you have any programs for seniors dealing with dementia? And they said, yes, we have that. And she started telling me, all you have to do, and you have to go to the doctor, and you have to be diagnosed with dementia. And then you got all these papers you have to fill out, and it's a lot.
Yeah,
it is a lot. And then it's not free. The lady from the city asked me, could these people afford to pay $55 per visit?
I don't know.
And I told them no. I
no.
said no, absolutely not. They can't afford that.
No.
So just hearing everything that they have to do just to be in the paperwork, and you have to fill out this and fill out that, and I was like, man, this is a lot. And I started thinking to myself, like, it has to be something else out there that, we get some resources somewhere that we can tap into and get this person some help,
others,
because this person is going to end up wandering away.
Yep.
And maybe go get, something bad happens, and we don't want that to happen. And the wife can't get up out of the bed and walks with the walker and can't run, get up and chase him or anything, and it's sad, and she cries a lot, and she isn't used to this. They've been together forever, for over almost 50 years,
50 years. 50,
it's just sad to see this.
Years.
And we need more resources here for mental health. We need resources for people with dementia, and people can't afford these programs. $55 per visit.
Per visit. No.
Per visit.
Yeah.
I know there's a cost to it, but it has to be something out there that people could get, something temporarily for free. Maybe that'll help them, get stabilized, point them in the right direction or something. It's just,
if anyone know government programs, please put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Or
please put it in the chat. Put the numbers in the chat, please.
We need to get this person some help.
I see too much of this now with people. I just see it a lot. I'm telling you, I have in 2025, I have seen more mental health cases from people, and I'm talking about these people in their late 40s, early 50s, and I don't know what the solution is, but I'm quite sure. I hear all the time there's programs out there, 501c3 programs that's supposed to be out there, that's supposed to be helping the people, and I'm quite sure it's just a matter of getting those getting them and putting the information out for the people. I believe, this is my belief, is that we need something more information. But I mean, we got the Center of Acting Aging over there, and I know they will do a good job, but I think we need a little bit more information. Like, Daryl, did you even know any of that information, what you said, what you was told today? I mean,
no, I didn't know that. I just thought that you could just go sign them up, and maybe it was like, maybe, even if it was $10, a reduced price, something. I didn't know. I was saying to myself, man, this is a lot to get somebody in a program. I was like, it has to be something better. And I was just, I felt a little helpless today after I got off of the phone, and I almost called you and told you, I'm like, man, that's a lot. They can't afford that. They're all only living off of Social Security.
Yeah, that's all they living off.
That's all they're living off of. And
they can't even fix the vehicle. They don't even have no.
They don't even
have no way to get around, and that person can't drive, but the other significant other can drive, and the vehicle is broke now. So, I'm trying to find someone that can
go and put the part on for them,
or get them another vehicle, because
it's
sad, you know.
And I got another.
And that can happen to any of us now. And someone in our family, that can happen to us now. So there's no one exempt from that.
I got another message that said we're seeing a rise in what's called digital dementia, a cognitive decline linked to excessive screen time, poor nutrition, limited outdoor activity, and constant doom scrolling. Add in chronic sleep deprivation, smoking, way too strong marijuana, and it's no wonder so many young people are experiencing memory issues and mental fog. Our brains were never designed for this kind of digital electronic overload, and I agree 120% with you. And that's well said, you know.
And there was also talk of when that happened during the COVID, that a lot of people that had experienced COVID had brain fog. It was all on the news. So I don't know whether that a lot of this is related to COVID. You know, you're going to have some people say it might have been related to the shots. But a lot of people that I know that is experiencing these mental health, you know, episodes did not even take the shot. So I just think a study of something needs to be done. I think more attention needs to be focused on this, because I'm just seeing way too many people about 50, 54, 55 starting to have 60, dementia. We used to work with a guy. This guy was, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better employee.
Nobody could outwork him.
No one could outwork him.
Extremely hard worker.
And he started experiencing memory issues,
cognitive thinking. His cognitive thinking was off.
But we know it happened too when he lost his daughter in a car accident, and a lot of that came about. Then I'm thinking, you know, we've been talking to mental health specialists and therapists, and they tell a lot of it is attributed to trauma. But this guy here, he was young, vibrant. I mean, right now he's like probably about 64, 65, but he started experiencing that about over 5 years ago.
Yeah, about 5 years ago. About 5 years ago. And then, and not to cut you off, but we had a guest on just now, Santu Kwaku Maroon. He's from Ghana, Africa. He was telling us how his mom developed dementia, and it was because of
trauma.
The trauma from her daughter being murdered by this animal, Lucius Boyd, who his sister was murdered right here in Deerfield, well, kidnapped from Deerfield, and it was all over the news. Danya DaCosta, and she was murdered by Lucius Boyd, who's on death row right now, where he should be. And from that incident, from losing her daughter, she had a stroke. Did he say a stroke? I believe.
Yes,
she had a stroke.
Yes.
And and that brought on the dementia, and now she's dealing with dementia right now, living with her son, Santu Kwaku Maroon, over in Ghana, Africa. But he said his mother is doing good, but she is dealing with suffering from dementia right now. And they eat organic food, everything off of the land over there in Africa right now, but the damage was already done, had been done by the time she reached Africa. So it's definitely something we're eating. We need to find some resources here. Anybody that know,
put it in the link, put it in the chat down there.
You know,
whether we on or off, put it in the chat, because we do go back and maybe someone see it and maybe it can help someone. Maybe it can help. I mean, these videos on Facebook are only going to stay up 30 days. So you're going to have, if you want to refer to something, you're going to have to go and refer to our YouTube channel and watch it. Because like I say, the videos are only going to stay up 30 days. But I think, you know, in the future, we're going to continue to bring people on here dealing with mental health, because I see it as a serious issue in every community. And I just see it, and maybe I'm just seeing it from a personal standpoint now. But I know about 4 people that I know personally, 4 people personally that's not even 65 and are dealing with dementia right now.
We have a relative up in Orlando right now that's in the early stages of dementia right now. A close relative. could go on Facebook and this person here is right around 80 years old, could go on Facebook and navigate through Facebook and go look on the tablet and do anything, she wanted to, but now she can't even remember how to pull up a phone number in the cell phone, and
it's getting worse and
she
worse.
can't remember if she had something to eat that in the morning, what she ate, and she's lost a lot of weight because she thought she was eating, but she really wasn't.
Read some of the comments too. Go back and read some of the comments.
All right, let's go back and read some of the comments. I know you guys been putting them in there. Joanne Duncan, through the Valley Therapy, I hear you loud and clear. Joanne Duncan, that's what counts. He enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And the family, sorry I didn't make it. I was trying to make it, but my church had a clothing drive.
Yeah, we understand, Joanne. Everyone. I mean, everyone can't make everything. It's no big deal.
Well, knowing Wayne. Okay. And Shirley Harden said, amen, hallelujah, keep on being amazing men and doing great things. Thank you, Shirley. We need to hear that sometimes.
Exactly.
We hear it all the time, but we also hear some negative things from people.
I don't worry about that.
Sometimes it gets a little bit, that's the human part of us, okay? Everybody has a human part, so we don't really care what people think, as long as people can, the results, that's what we care about. Shirley Harden said mental health is serious. And what about our Pioneer senior citizens? They need help soon. Yes. Help our family and friends, Father God. We need you, Lord. Open up the doors, Father God. Thank you, Shirley, for that prayer. And Pamela Kitt says mental health is very real.
Yes, it is, Miss Kitt.
Yes, it is. And we're going to be teaming up with a friend of ours, Diana. And we need to get some mental health resources here.
Oh yeah.
Diana Rice. So we're going to be teaming up with her, and we're going to do everything we can to get some mental health counselors here, and what's the other one? The grief counselor. Grief counselor. Yeah.
Grief counselor.
All of the counseling we can get. All of the mental health, all of the grief counseling,
especially to people just lost someone. We need grief counseling programs here. We got the Tigna Center out there, and we should have a lot of programs down there dealing with issues like that.
I needed some grief counseling when I lost my daughter.
I think we all gonna need it at one time or another.
I really did. I didn't. I was like ready to shut down. I didn't want to talk to people. Just wanted to just go off and cry, and I just, I needed grief counseling. I didn't know who to turn to.
Yeah.
And I'm always out trying to help people. We're always out trying to help people, but at that time my mind just went blank. I didn't know who to turn to, besides family, church, and the Bible. That was my grief counselor, the Bible, and
that was a good start.
That was a good start. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good start.
Yeah. That was the Bible and the church is a good start.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
That's why for me, I don't understand how people, this is the hard part I have as a man, black man, trying to understand there's so much going on here. Why would people what the devil, we already know. I'll never know. The devil is always busy. And as we always say, you have to stay prayed up now because the devil is busy. So, but again, I everyone go get health checkups,
get your physical,
cognizant checkups, eat right, try to eat right, try to, we under stress daily. I don't care who say that they not, we under some type of stress. Just try not to stress over things. And I just hope everyone and I mean this, I hope everyone just pray for each other all the time. Pray for the ones even that's out there saying negative things about you, because they don't know better. They really don't. They don't know better. And but if you stay prayed up with the armor of God, the devil can't break that armor. So, and I think that's me. That's what you have to do. I pray more now in my life than than I ever did. And nothing is wrong. I think God has blessed me, but I pray more because it's like every time on every level, there's a different devil. So, and the devil come in different shapes and forms. A lot of them come in friends, family, and someone else. So sometimes you just just everyone just stay prayed up. Pray for each other. When you just pray for people, whether they did something to you or not, if they did, you try to find it in your heart to forgive people. Honestly, I don't, and I'll say this, honest to God, I don't hate no one. I don't hate no one. I don't, if I did something to someone, I pray to God they forgive me. And if I done something to someone, I pray to God they forgive me because it wasn't intentionally, whatever that might have been. But I just think if we all work together, when we can accomplish a lot here in our communities, in our cities, in our churches. And again, prayer works, Miss Duncan. Prayer works, and that's why I say even people we gonna got into it with, just try to find it in your heart to try to forgive people. And the only time you should, my dad always say, the only time if you should look down on someone is when you reaching to help them up. And that's just my belief. My dad always say that, and I believe the same thing.
Anybody dealing with mental health, look up our friend Diana Rice at the Holistic Counselor Podcast. The Holistic, we're going to put it in the chat. Put it in the chat for me, please, Ryan. The Holistic Counselor Podcast. Get out our friend Diana Rice.
Great content.
She's a mental health counselor. We all know somebody that needs some mental health counseling. It's not free. This is her job. So, look up. She's very, very good at what she does. She's a professional, and she will get you hit it in the right direction and on track. So, the Holistic Counselor Podcast. Holistic Counselor Podcast. Diana S. Rice. She's from Deerfield Beach, went to Deerfield Beach High School, graduated in 1989. Class of 1989, Deerfield Beach High School. I'm so happy and proud to be an alumni myself, class of 1986. So, we're gonna get at our girl, Diana Rice. At the Holistic Counselor Podcast. So, you got anything else before we wrap it up here?
No, hey man, just everyone, man. Like Jerry Springer used to do. What that old saying he used to say: "Take care of yourself and each other."
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hope. Easter is coming up this Sunday. Everyone stay safe, and I pray to God that God died for our sins. So find it upon yourself to forgive someone that someone done something to you. You don't have to drink with them. You don't have to go eat dinner with them. You don't have to ride with them. But just clear your heart and move on past them. Don't be a slave to whatever happened in the past with anyone. I'm telling you, trust me when I say that. I was once a slave to what people did and said, but when I tell you my heart, my mind, and my heart is clear, I mean everything that I'm saying right now. I don't dwell on the past. Yes, it's good to bring up the past, but I would just hope everyone, let's all look forward. You can look back on the past to learn, but just try not to dwell on the past. That's something that I say again. And like I say, everybody have a happy Easter at Greater Bethel AME Church. If y'all want to come out 7:00 Friday night, they're having a Passover service there. They're going to have a service there Friday night at 7 p.m. Everyone is welcome to come there on Friday. It's called The 7 Last Words of Jesus. And it's going to be at 7 p.m. and it's going to be at Greater Bethel AME Church. And some of the speakers that's going to be there is Reverend Philip Green. He is the new pastor at Greater Bethel AME Church, Reverend Philip Green. I think some of the people that's going to be there I see on here is Pastor Times, Sister Tracy Foster, Dr. Nathaniel, man, it's so small, I just can't read this. Nathiel Stevens, Minister Robert Bailey, Coach Bailey. Yeah, and Brother Wayne York, our cousin, and Reverend Star Rogers. Those are going to be some of the people at the 7 Last Words of Jesus, and that's going to be on Good Friday at 7:00 p.m. April 18th. This Friday at Greater Bethel AME Church. So come on out and join everyone out there, and everyone definitely take care of each other. And that's pretty much all I had to say. Again, I want to say I enjoyed the building dedication for my dad, Bernard Adams. He enjoyed it. Our family enjoyed it. I want to thank all the elected officials that made that happen, from the City of Deerfield Beach, past Mayor Bill Gans, past Commissioner Barney Parnas, the current Commissioner Michael Hudak, Commissioner Ben Preston, Commissioner Plop, Mayor Drosky. Oh man, Shanesky, Commissioner Shanesky, everyone was there. Everyone spoke. Former state rep and former Commissioner Gwendolyn Clark Reed. Everyone was there. Former Mayor Peggy Nolan. I don't think everyone. Believe me, my family will always be grateful for that. And again, for everyone that came and everyone that couldn't come came. You know, you missed a treat, and we'll see you. We know we'll see you somewhere else. Thank God for everyone.
And remember the reason for the season. It's not about an Easter bunny with Easter eggs and everything. It's the resurrection day, where Jesus Christ got up out of the grave with all power in his hands.
On the third day.
On that third day, he rose from the grave. Okay, so that's what Easter is all about. So happy Easter coming up to everyone. It's April. I'm an April baby. My birthday is on April the 21st, and I am going to enjoy this birthday that's about to come up here. Pray to God that he continues to keep me here and healthy, more importantly. And I'm getting ready to enjoy a good birthday with my family, friends, and loved ones. So it's almost Taurus season. You Aries got to move out of the way.
Yeah. Because
the Taurus season is right around the corner. So I think that's all we have.
Yeah, thanks for everyone that joined in the chat. Everyone, Jelly Roll, Miss Duncan, my classmate Venus Murphy, Diana through the Valley Therapy. Her comment: thanks for looking out for our community. He is risen. Have a blessed week. Anyone else? Unique Black. Everyone that joined in the chat. Thank y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all stay safe. Again, take care of yourself and each other. Y'all have a blessed week.
Thank you all for rocking with the Adams Brothers, the hottest podcast here in South Florida, along with the Holistic Counselor podcast. Y'all check out our girl Diana S. Rice. Thank you all for joining us, man. We love you all. And guess what? There is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Good night, everybody.